The revolution is here. New money dynasty. Let's get it.
Okay. Let's do it again. You know what I'm saying? Let's try it again. We're going to try this again. It's Friday night. It's the big show. And you don't know who I know. And obviously, you don't know that I know Ghostface Killah. And so, let me see the guard. The guard's definitely here. Boom. Did everything. I turned off the live. I did everything I could do to get this shit right. Tell you the UFOs. Yo, Ghost.
Yeah, we're gonna invite right now.
Yeah, I don't hear no echo now. We good now.
Yeah, I see you.
Nah, there ain't no echo now, baby.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Let me see how we gonna do this.
Yo, Ghost,
put this up here right.
You question, yo, Ghost. I don't know if you've been watching the news today, but they revealed UFOs for real, though. I'm talking about the Pentagon, the Navy. Like, it ain't no more conspiracy. Maybe it's true. They showing shit moving like that in the sky. And
yeah.
Do you believe in UFOs? Are you ready to wake up and see a UFO floating outside your house any day?
Hey, yo, to tell you the truth, I always believed in aliens. I believe, I know there's life in other planets. Like, if we see, people forget that sometime that we already up there with all them other planets. Just because you on Earth and you try to act like you're looking up to Mars, it's like, no, we up there with Mars already. There is life on other planets though. But I really believe that there is other forms of intelligence that's around us. I believe in that.
I mean, they showed the shit today. I never believed it though. I'm late, man. I'm late to everything.
Yeah.
Yo, face. I'm not a conspiracy
I'm with you.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm like late. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm up and I seen this shit today. I said, ain't nothing we can talk about. Shit real. Now I'll tell you one thing. If I wake up like a movie like Independence Day and that shit floating right outside here, I'm gonna be scared to death.
I'm gonna be scared with you though, because it's new to me. Yo, it's new to me. So it's like, but you know what? I understand it because nowadays we're living in a time where anything can happen. Anything. Like, you gotta expect the unexpected. Like, you know what I mean? So it'll be shocking. I'll be scared to death because I never seen it before. You know what I mean? But I believe that, yeah, they floating over us. Yeah. And I believe it's a conspiracy too. Like, with our government, they know what it is, but they just not letting it out to the world like that.
Yeah, man.
Certain things you can't talk about.
Let me ask you a question, Ghost. If when Wu-Tang coming up 9-3 and all that, you think if Wu-Tang had social media at the time, or they film you everywhere you went, the whole world would be in jail right now, 2021, huh?
Oh, from what? Talking the way we talk?
No, just everything we do. Like, if they was filming me since 1993, Fat Joe, I'd be under jail. You know.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fights, this, that.
Yeah.
The way this shit is now.
Yep.
Like,
oh yeah. Yeah, we would have been. Yeah, it wouldn't have been good for us. It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been good, Joe. It wouldn't have been good. It wouldn't have been good.
Yo,
yeah, that camera.
Let me ask you a question, man. You know, let's just talk about, like, cause I'm diabetic. You diabetic too, right, Ghost? Or
exactly. Yeah.
So what's up with your health, man? How you been these days? How you feeling?
Now, as far as the diabetes, I feel okay. You know what I mean? You know, I was a knucklehead earlier, not like when I first found out, back in I found out in 96. You know what I mean? Because I started getting these symptoms, you know, urinating a lot, losing mad weight, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was going through it, especially doing the Iron Man album. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if you look closely at the Triumph album, by the time I got the Triumph album, it was out of control. Like, I done pissed all my weight off. You know what I mean? Like, I was crazy. And when you look at me doing the Triumph, my neck it's crazy skinny. You know what I mean? Like, yo, and it was like, yo, I didn't know what was going on, but it attacked me bad. But I had to catch myself later on in the years, though. You know what I mean? Because you gotta be careful with it. Because I wasn't sticking myself, checking my sugar and all that stuff like that. Because it was, first of all, back then they had to. It was hurting when I was checking my sugar. You know what I mean? So I left it. I wasn't doing it. Every time I started to piss, that's when I knew my sugar was high. You know what I mean?
Wow,
Then
that's
I
how
try
you
to
based
drink.
it.
Yeah, I try to take the glucophage pills. You know what I mean? And then just like you know what? But I was still, because I was drinking mad beer back then too, Valentine Ale. You know what I mean? So it's like I give it a couple of hours, let it sink in, then I go ahead and be drinking like 240s and then lay it down. But I would just kept pissing. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. But
Yeah,
now
man.
I
You
know
know, I
that you
said
gotta
to myself,
exercise.
the type of shit I used to eat, even with
Yeah,
diabetes, we used to eat buckets of shit, man. Me and Pun would go to
right.
the all you can eat. You know, I'm the only guy ever got thrown out of an all you can eat. I got, let me go. I came to
Yeah,
Miami one time back in the days. I still lived in the Bronx. Me and my brother, shout out Money Man. We on the beach. I see the sign
right,
that goes all you can eat. Yo, we
right.
went to the spot. They told us our gear was wrong. So we went to the mall and got us a button up and came back. And we ate
Right.
so much, they called the cops on us. And was like, yo, y'all got to
Wow.
go. They threw us out the joint.
Out of all you can eat.
Out of all you can eat, man. Like,
Yo, that's
they
crazy.
money was
That's crazy.
fucked
That's
up with
crazy.
us, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And you know, now when I see it, like me personally, say I go to dinner, right? And they bring out the desserts, you know what I mean? They want to press Fat Joe, or we all there. When they bring out the desserts, my mind automatically says, like, yo, that's a bullet to your head. Like, gotta chill with
Right.
that. Like,
Right.
my brain's already programmed, like, yo, bro, like, it's not like you don't want it or you might get fat. Yo, bro,
Right.
you're gonna kill yourself with that one.
Right. Right.
So that's how I train my brain, I guess.
Yeah.
Now to where I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you can't touch that. You're going to die. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I guess that's what
Yeah.
you're saying. You have to take it serious. A lot of people don't take it serious
Yeah.
until it's too late.
Yeah. I don't want to lose no limbs, B. I don't want to be one of them like, yo, nah, it's like, because even nowadays, it's like you feel guilty when you going in on things you know you shouldn't go in on. You know what I mean? Right? You get that guilty feel like, yo, why I do that? Like, dang, man, I shouldn't have did that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. At least now
I
you
don't,
know. If you're going for the fried chicken and the mac and cheese, you know it's
yeah,
a crime being committed. Like, you know, like
right,
back in
right,
the days,
right.
we
It's the
thought that's
crime
what it
scene.
was. Now it's like it's a crime being committed. While
Yeah,
you
it's the crime. It's the crime scene. Yeah, it starts in the kitchen. Starts in the kitchen. Word.
Nah, real
It's,
talk. Let me tell you, I saw a clip of you in the movie Iron Man. Like, what was
oh
up with
yeah,
that? Like, what did you go to the set? What was that about?
yeah. I was on the set. I was on the set. I bumped into Robert Downey Jr. on the set. Yo, he stepped to me like, yo, you the real Iron Man. You the real Tony Starks. I said, yeah. You know what I mean? Boom, yeah. So we got the filming that he got the filming. I was in the scene, but it got like one of the scenes that didn't make it because it was me and what's his name? That didn't make it. That played in Glass. What's my man? He do all the commercial with Charles Barkley in him. With Spike Lee, Charles Barkley, and
Samuel Jackson.
yeah, him, Samuel Jackson, the great Samuel. Yeah. So it was like I didn't get in the scene with him, but he was one of the deleted scenes that didn't make it inside the first Iron Man. You know what I mean? Because it was like, yo, I'll lend you my jet. Matter of fact, he lent me his jet, and I think I lent him the Bentley. Yeah, but he lent me the jet and stuff like that. So it was crazy though. I'm just happy to see him be a part of the set. You know what I
No,
mean? It would have been
that's
good.
fly as hell. And be with
Yeah, it was.
Samuel
Yeah,
Jackson and Robert
yeah,
Downey Jr. I mean, we know you as an Iron Man. You know, hip hop influenced all cultures. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Especially Wu-Tang, right? Because you God body, you rapping about righteousness in the black man, but some reason the white people love you more than anybody.
Right. And I think about that. Yeah, you're right. Be like it's almost like Cause we was gutted when we came through, and then all of a sudden it's like you became rock stars. It was like yo, and I found myself like yo, they accept you more than your own people. Like, you know, like I remember it was times me and Sheik Luch did shows, and he see it like yo, you know, if the crowd be more white, be all like packed out. And we talked about that one day because I'm like, yo, I gotta get back. I gotta get back to our own shit. At the same time, I mean, which is I love, you know. But it was like I see when they get on stage, dude, it's like, yo, it just be like packed like on some other shit. Like it's two lines to it. But at the end of the day, everything is all love though.
You know what happened when I did that What's Love? The What's Love.
Yeah,
I didn't
my
see
shit.
black people with Spanish people for 2 years. It was just white people booked out. Every
Right.
night, white people arenas. Every
Yeah.
100 around the country. I mean, I wasn't mad at it. I was touching a different type of paper for the first time in my life. But it was like, I remember like 2 years later, I was like, all right, where the black people, man? Where the Spanish people at?
Nah, that's funny you said that. Cause I was looking at that too. You know what I think it was? When we did but then again I can't even say that because I was gonna say when we did the tour with Rage Against the Machine. That's around the time, you know what I mean? Because that blew you out the water too on another level. But then remember when we came back and we did the Hot 97 and you know it just exploded at the Summer Jam thing and we got kicked off the radio. You know what I mean? We got barred from the station. Yeah.
You know what was really weird about that was these radio people are so competitive, right? And so like if you go to one station in the town before the other, this one gets mad, you went there first. So so much competition, but it seemed like when you guys went at Hot 97, really you in the Summer Jam, I was in the crowd with Steve Rifkin. Yo, Steve Rifkin wanted to cry. He was in the crowd with me. He was screaming. This is a joke for a moment, guys. Steve Rifkin wanted to cry. He was like, no, Ghost. No. You like, yo, we popped your cherry. Like, you going crazy, right?
Right.
And so I'm sitting there like, yo, what's going on? But the thing is, all these radio stations are competition, but somehow I can see Hot 97 saying momentarily or temporarily, yo, we're not going to play your music. But all the radio stations in the country said, oh, no, we agree with them on this one, and we're not going to play this. That was like really, really crazy how they all...
Yo, crushed us. Yeah, from there, it started going down. Like the W, like the Klan. It started like, it really like, I had to fight my way back to get in the building, but they still wouldn't let everybody else in there. You know what I mean? It was like I had to talk to Tracy and, yo, I'm sorry, and apologize and do all this. It was crazy. It was crazy though. But that was it. See, now we came back to do that. If we didn't come back to do Summer Jam, I think we would have been good. We would have been good. We stayed in a row with Rage Against the Machine. So, you know, but they wanted you to come to Summer Jam because in '97, us and Bad Boy was like the biggest groups out there in New York.
Let me ask you a question, Ghost. Who's your best friend in Wu-Tang?
My best friend? He said my best friend. Yo.
Your best friend?
Yeah, my best friend in the Klan. I would say me and Ray. Like I knew, you know, everybody else is, don't get it twisted, everybody's cool. But me and Ray seem to have like a little bit more of a, you know, chemistry with each other. But Old Dirty, before Old Dirty passed, it would have been between him and Ray. Yeah.
Old Dirty, man. I got a classic Old Dirty story, man. I'm driving by, right? I'm with my wife. I'm in the green Benz. I think it was Cheetah Club, right? And all I see is people outside, everybody outside, like all rappers, all type. And I see Dirty arguing with like 25 bouncers. These the bouncers. Remember when they was 7 feet tall, cock? These
yeah.
Mongolian
looking like beasts,
guys.
like beasts in them. Yeah.
So I'm driving, and I see them like they about to jump Old Dirty, like beat him up.
Right.
So I pull over. I say I can't. You know what I'm saying? The whole industry was out there though, Ghost. So
Right.
I pull over. I go out there, and I'm like, "Yo, Ghost, what's up?" He's like, "Yo, crack man, fuck these dudes." He's going, you know, like crazy, right?
Right.
So I pull him to the side, and I tell him the truth. I say, "Yo, OD, they gonna pound you out, man. And it's everybody out here waiting to see it. Cause I don't see nobody stepping to you, trying to hold you down or nothing. Yo, bro, your man, Old Dirty Bastard, looked at me and said, you don't see him? He looked up. We was in Manhattan, he looked up at the buildings. The Killer Bees are coming. The Killer Bees are coming. Yo.
Oh, word?
Yo, Ghost, I couldn't, but rest in peace, Odie. He really thought the Killer Bees was gonna fly out the building.
Right.
The
Right.
triumph.
Wow.
Yo, I can't believe I see your ODB. You can leave with me. Like, he didn't want to leave, he kept going. I remember I got in the car, my wife was like, yo, what's up? I said, yo, this dude is like, he bugged.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
he really thought the Killer Bees was gonna fly down from the sky. Like,
right.
You know,
yeah, Dirt had his moments, man. You know what I mean? After a while, see, that's what it is. Because after a while, when them drugs catch up to you, you know, you start going through things, and sometimes you don't really know what a person is going through. And you know, I should talk to him. We all talk to him and stuff. But you know, when you your own man, it's like you're not a baby no more. It's like you really can't just grab him by the hand and be like, yo, tap him on his hand. Like, nah, don't do that. And Dirt, let me tell you something. His name is Unique Ason. So he was, when he's unique, yo, he's really, 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 really unique. You know what I mean? Before the drugs and everything, like even when he came in, he was good. But then when he got on, them drugs just came. They came. He got his own little people. He was going uptown, copping, doing all this stuff. Because when I remember I went to jail, and these guys were like, yo, he used to come up there buying like big apes and, you know what I mean? Like jumping out of the Benz, going to get big apes, don't even get back in the whip real quick and do his thing. But that was McGirt. That was Dirt McGirt.
Yeah,
that was him. I love him though. Yeah.
No, I love him too. That's my brother. You know, I came up with y'all. You know,
that's right.
Wu-Tang Terror Squad class of 92, 93.
That's right.
You know, the alumni. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
For me, it's always Wu-Tang forever. You know what I'm saying? That's like law. That's like God. That's like Wu-Tang forever.
Respect that.
That's how I give it up for the Wu. It's really nothing. Nobody can say nothing about Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang is like.
Joe, we all been here. How many years we been in the game?
25, 26 years.
20 years. We those dudes. It's like me, you, a few of us, 25, like 20 people don't get to get 25, Joe. And I was telling myself that like a while ago, because I was looking at you. I'm like, yo, say I don't hear nothing from you for a minute. You always got the power to drop something that just smack everybody. Like, once you go, I'm like, I want to ask you, how you do that, bro?
I don't know, man. I just be staying, listening. I just study the game like hard, and then I know what the people, you know, it's something. I don't want to say it like that, but it's something called that nigga shit, and I don't know how to explain it to you. Like, you know, it's some shit that come on at a party that you just like, and you know, and we tap into something that we know that's undeniable. And so when they look at us or they try to question us or whatever, they like, damn, but how do they know? How does this guy know what to make them go? And it's just, that's where we come from that we know that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, when you doing the verses with Ray and y'all doing all them samples and it's just that shit. It's some shit. It's some shit that you can't. It's undeniable. It's an undeniable cloth, man. It's a different.
Now I feel you though, cause I'm like, yo, he always coming with something that's gonna be #1. Like I'd be like, yo, how the hell do he do this? Like I didn't hear from him for maybe could be a year, whatever. But then when you come, it's like he found another one. Yo, you did it mad consecutive times. Like all right, here go another one. As soon as you thought I was gone, Joe, you come back. Boom. So I'm like, yo,
man, I'm blessed,
I say, you know what? No, but you got that ear.
I
You got that ear.
The show with the God flow. And tell me about you teaming up with Kanye. Was you in the studio with him? How did that come about?
Nah, yo, it was Khaled. Khaled was like, yo, when we were doing Hollywood Squares, Hip-Hop Squares, he said, I don't know, you might have, well, I don't know, you was on Hip-Hop Squares too, right? Them Hip-Hop Squares.
Yeah,
But I don't know, it was a time when, I don't know if you was in the building over there, but I remember Khaled was one of the, inside the boxes, and he was like, yo, Kanye got this God flow thing, yo, with your beat and the Mighty Healthy joint, yo, was crazy. You got to get on that. You got to get on that. So then when I finally heard it, when we grab these mics, we get busy. And I'm like, yo, and the record was dope. So I'm like, yo, yeah, I got to get on it. I didn't ask Kanye West. I just did it and sent it back to them. Like, yo, to see what's up. Because I didn't want to leak it because he might have made it into a movie. So I just, out of respect, I just sent it straight back. Like, yo, and yeah, it was on from right there. That was it.
You know what's crazy? Because I did my song with him, Pride and Joy, I did with Kanye at that time. And when they were recording the album in Swiss studio, shout out to Swiss Beats, he's here on the comments.
Yeah, shout out to Swiss.
When they was he was doing the album, right? He was playing a lot of Mobb Deep, a lot of Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? And he would listen to the song that they play in New York all the time. No music. No music.
Right. Yeah.
And he'd be like, yo, this is genius. This record is genius. And I just think he parked up in New York to catch that authentic vibe, man. And it's something about Ghost, you know, when I ask everybody who's the best Wu-Tang, you know, a lot of people say Ghost.
Right.
A lot of people say Ghost. And it's like, it's so hard. You thinking Inspector Deck, you thinking Meth, you thinking Ray.
You got
a bunch of killers.
You got hitters.
You got a bunch of killers.
Right. I respect that. Yeah. You got hitters all over the place. That's what made it so unique. But I don't know. I can learn from these dudes. I learned from all of them. Like the Dirty, he's the one that gave me my soul. He gave me my soul. Like Dirt used to be in the kitchen with my moms. They used to be in there drinking. He used to be in there singing with them at the kitchen table. Like, yo, drunk as a motherfucker. He in there singing like all the old fly shit. You know what I mean? The closer I get to you. Yeah. All of that. Yo. And he be in the kitchen. He was a natural. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, but Dirt, I get my soul from what I say because he wasn't afraid to do nothing. Like when I first met him, right? He said, yo, I had a hero, and I think it was pastrami and cheese, right? Heated up, crazy. So he like, yo, yeah, man, look good as a motherfucker. Can I get a piece of that? Yo, I don't even know this. I don't even know him like that. Hey, yo, but I gave him the piece anyway, Joe. This nigga gonna be like, yo, word is bond, God, that's the best sandwich I ever had in my life. Like, yo, everything was word is bond to him. Everything. Word to my babies, God. Word to my babies. That's the best chicken I ever had. Like, yo, but he was just one of those. So he gave me my soul. I learned a lot of like street raps, like from Ray and Risen, and they like scientists. Look at him and geniuses. They science. So I just took a bunch of a piece of everybody and just applied it to myself. And that was it.
Who do you think's the one member of Wu-Tang that could have blew up more than they did? That you would listen, you'd be like, damn, this guy's supposed to be 5 platinum, 10 platinum.
Between probably Genius and Cat.
Genius and Cat.
Genius. Yeah, Cat back in those days, Cap got busy. he got busy, especially on Winter Wars. He had a bunch of Winter War darts. He came in there and crushed the building on Winter Wars. But Genius, he's like a Wall Street Journal. He's one of those. He's like, his rhymes is like, it's so vivid. Like I always wanted him and Nas to do a track. Like him and Nas to get on it. Especially back then. Like, yo, like if y'all put y'all minds together, it's like, it's crazy. But Genius was like my best, like really my best one. Like, you know, Meth had styles.
Yeah,
but Meth
I
had
know
like,
that. Like, you know, what everybody ever worked with, I always tell a story that Tony Sunshine, even though he's R&B, he used to sing rap, but I really try to blow Tone up. You know, I had R. Kelly write him songs, T-Pain, and it's the one regret in hip hop I ever had was I wasn't able to blow up Tone because I knew he had. If the people understood Tone Sunshine, they would love him to death, and he would be a superstar. So that's why I asked you that question. And yo, my brother Dre, Cool and Dre, produces. He said he sent you a pack. He said he sent you a pack. He said you're working on some new shit. Is this true or not?
Yeah. Nah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah. I got some fire from him that he did a while ago too that I'm gonna throw on Supreme Clientele. You know what I mean? Yo.
So the next project, what's the next project coming out?
The next one is I didn't name it yet, but I'm trying to aim for some time in which one. Hey, yo, you murdered that track. You got a track on there with me that you murdered. You murdered that.
Yo, go.
Murdered it.
Brother, man.
Yeah.
Come on,
yo, listen, nah, Joe. Yo, every time I play and I'm in the studio, yo, brothers be like, yo, what the, yo, you went in on that one. You know what I mean? So, yo, I appreciate you for that. Huh?
I wrote that in Boston because me and Ray did so much work together, and me and you never really got to rock. So when you sent the kite out like, yo, Joe, I need you out. That was ASAP. I wrote that. I was in Boston. I had a show up there, and I drove back from Boston to New York, and that's where I wrote the verse. I love writing in the car with my. Let me tell you something. One of my favorite things in history is just driving, listening to music, man. I don't know why. Maybe it just it opens you up. Else.
Yeah, it opens you up. It opens you up. But my technique, I like that same thing, especially when I'm on the bus and all that. But when I get to my space, because I don't like writing in the studio, because I feel rushed. I feel rushed, like I'm rushing it. I don't like to feel rushed. Let me get my space. But you know what I do though? Because my favorite color is red, so I like to write under a red light. Try writing under a red light, yo, Joe, with a red pen. Because I like composition notebooks. I like composition. So I got all red composition. I got flavors. I got yellow, green, orange composition notebooks. But I turn that red light on and catch up and get that red ink. Hey, yo, that's how I did Godflow. I did Godflow like that. Yo, you gotta try that. It's me.
I had a crib in the Bronx,
right?
In the hood, and I kept that crib even though I got rich and moved out to Jersey. And I would go in there and I would write my albums in there. I felt like I had to write my album. I still got the boombox where I wrote my lifestyle, everything, like so many hits with this one little boombox. And I had this apartment in the Bronx that I would not, like I kept paying the rent. And every time I went to do an album, I would stay in there and look out the window and write. You know, I did that one time recently too. My man's crib in the projects. Out in High Bridge, I was just looking out the window, writing the song, just trying to feel that.
Right. That
you
vibe.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's all about the vibe, Joe. It's like, that's why you was attracted to that crib right there. Because it just opened you up. It's just something in there, that, a certain energy. And that's why you can't ignore the energy. Because if it's right there and you find yourself catching hits and opening your mind, then you got to stay there. I noticed that. Like, I never ignore whatever energy come to me. If like even when I'm looking for a crib or something, it's like because I love Miami, and I was out in Miami before. You know what I mean? Even in Hawaii, it's like there's a certain energy when I go to these spots. Like yo, I love to follow that energy. I love to follow it. So When I was doing some Supreme Clientele, I was out there in Miami. Me and Ray was doing Cuban Links. We was in Miami. You know what I mean? It felt good. We got kicked out of Barbados, slid to Miami, and the rest was history.
You know, man, Wu-Tang definitely got kicked out of some hotels back in the day, right?
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Yo, they used to kick Pun out of every hotel. Like, we get to DC to Flyers Hotel. A couple of hours later, they're like, yo, we got to go. Yo, to this day, I don't want to say the hotel because I don't want them to remember. Bro, I had Tone Sunshine in the, I can't tell a hotel, Superfly. One day I had him up in there, and he got into an argument with the guy who brought the room service. I don't know what type of foul shit Tone told him some foul shit. They banned me from the hotel. That was like, Mr. Carter, and I was so good there. I used to pull a Phantom up. Like, I was so good. They said, Mr. Carter Jr., you no longer want to hear, you can't this and this. And I'm like, yo, I tip everybody. I'm like, boom, let me tell you something. I try to sneak in there 10 years later. I tried to go in there, and they told me 10 years later at the door of the hotel, it was like, yo, you can't come up in here. They was like, you know, you bad here, Fat Joe. I'm sorry, you can't. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
Yo.
Yeah, so they had you on the hit list.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And it wasn't even my fault. It was Tone, like, you know, I tell the story all the time. We got banned from the studio. Pun had this cap gun, like a fake gun, but it sounded real and it looked real. So they come up in the studio, Battery Studio. Once again, this was my house. Right? They come and get Battery Studio. I got a session. And Tony Sunshine put an apple on the engineer's head, this little white dude. and Pun pull out the ratchet, and he's like, yo, stay still, stay still. Oh boy, he's sweating bad bullets. He's like, yo, stay still, stay still, God. Stay still. Right.
Yo,
don't move, he got bad aim. Yo, Pun pulls the trigger, bah, but it sounds like the real dude. Yo, homeboy dove under the system. Let me tell you, I spent so much money in that studio. They never let me back in that studio again in my life.
Wow. And that was Battery? That's Battery?
Battery Studio over there, man.
Wow.
Living there.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow, yo, Pun funny, man.
Coming up, right? Who is the rappers that influence you? Like, who's your favorite coming up?
Coming up. Yeah, it's you know the same ones. Rakim, KRS, Kane, G-Rap, even Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick. You know, it's like even Biz Markie. Like, I don't got a top 5 really. It's like I would have to probably do 10. You know what I mean? Because it's like they were so like, you know, 88, 86, 87 on. Yo, it was golden. It was golden years. Those are my golden years right there. I'm getting everything.
Say our era is the golden era. I think it's that era. The Kings, the Rakim, LL, KRS.
Yo, listen, man. Come on, the Fever. You going to Union Square, Latin Quarters. Come on, Joe. I'm up there.
And what was that like coming from Staten Island, which is like a forgotten borough?
Exactly.
And y'all put that to this day, y'all gods out there, like y'all put that borough on your back, like. Yeah, no doubt. Nah, it was we were just seeing it, like, you know, like back in those days, it was like we were just getting money, like get money. You go uptown, it's a whole, especially when Manhattan was popping, when Uptown was popping, yo, it was a whole different. It was a different world. It was a different world. You seen everything. Gucci this, Finny this. Like, it was different. It was different. And to go up there and just travel out, because I used to be up in Albee Square Mall trying to get a pair of fronts and do all this. But you know what? Them Brooklyn cats back then was nothing to play with. You know what I mean? They be ready to rob you at the. Yeah, it was rob you at the train station, ready to get you. You had to come heavy. With the Albee Square Mall, I used to go in there. But you had to come like They knew you wasn't playing. You had to have that thing on you.
You gotta have that thing, or get your ass back to the train station real quick.
And what
you
they
know what
don't
I mean?
understand, what people don't understand, right? So when they say, yo, Joe, like, some people tell me dress my age. They tell me, yo, whatever. You know, they don't understand. What you describing is, it used to be the Apollo, amateur night at the Apollo. And afterwards, after the shows or whatever, it was just a car show, wide body Benzes, Beamers, drop tops, this. Everybody was out there with Gucci and Louis.
A movie.
Shit looking fresh.
A movie.
Chains. I am Mike Tyson to be out there. His neck is this.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Harlem is out there. Ferg is out there. Peter Steele out there with a tuxedo on and a bow tie. Like, these people don't understand. So, you know, yo, they don't understand. Like,
that's
when
the era, Joe.
Fly shit. When we was growing up, we seen some fly shit.
Yeah, that's the era. And that's why I say it's the golden years, because, yo, man, I don't know what it was. Because when I listen to Rakim and them, I never heard them say a curse, never, in their records. Kane, none of the ones that was so much like, yo, that's my dude. They ain't never curse. When you listen to this, it's like, yo, G-Rap might have said a few words or whatever, but he was hard. It was like, yo, but that era, it just explained everything. That's what built me. You know what I mean? It created my mind like, yo, you know what? If I ever get on, because I was rhyming back then, back in like 87, 88, trying to make my little tapes or whatever, but I always had a vision. Like, I vision me really, really doing what I do right now. I see myself on stage with EPMD. I don't know if I was dusted, but I seen it. You know what I'm saying, Joe? Think I might smoke the bag and I just seen it. But it came in. It came, God just said, I mean, it took me like 5 years after that little dream I had, or the thought, whatever, to get on in 93. So, but I seen it and I saw the vision how I wanted to be. So when you see the robes and you see the big birds, the eagles and all that, that's what I envisioned me in the future. So when I got the Cuban Links and I did the, blue and cream, you dip them like this, we had the Wiley's back then, but they wasn't getting dipped. I'm thinking in my mind like, yo, hold on, we're going to change this shit up like this. You know what I mean? And that's how, when I got the Iron Man cover on how I dipped all these wallabies in there like that, it was just a thought. And I had the ill Chinese dude, Chinese doc. My man name was Kim. My name was Kim, the Chinese dude. You know what I mean? Yo, I ain't front, Joe. He was going in on the Wallies. He was going in. So he did the whole Iron Man cover. Word.
It's respectful, because you know the Wallies was a Jamaican thing.
Exactly. Exactly. So they was getting made in England.
What's the other shit? Was it Travel Fox?
Yeah, it was Travel Fox.
The Wallabies and the Travel Fox.
Travel Fox, yeah, Travel Fox. Yeah.
Well, you know, you alluded to something. That's what the fuck I'm talking about with getting the eagle bracelet on your shit with the eagle flying. Like, how you felt when you pulled that, when you went to the jewelry store, you said, yo, I want a fucking eagle flying off my arm and shit. Like, what kind of, this shit was disrespectful, bro. Yo, what made you do that? Like, you just said,
it was the vision. I wanted to dumb out. I always, it was like I get the heavy jury from these Jamaicans that was in the hill over there in Ray's projects. They used to come out with big bangles and big birds hanging down to their kneecaps and all that like that. So it's like, that's when I thought like, yo, you know what? Wallabies, the robe, and I just wanted a bangle that just on some Shazam, like a Shazam bangle. You know what I mean? Like, yo, and just get heavy on them. Like, yo, now, what y'all want to do with this now? You know what I mean? Like, yo, and I tell you, I put that bracelet on, and it was just on some superhero tone shit. After that, it is over.
You know what?
Now, if I would,
I had this young brother on here, Little Uzi Vert, right?
Right.
And you know the guy got a $24 million diamond and put it on his forehead, right? Yeah. So shout out to my brother Pat Boots on the check-in.
What's up, Big Pat? What up, Pat?
So when I tell the kid Lil Uzi Vert, I tell him, yo, man, I understand what you He said, yo, it's because you crazy.
Yo.
He said, you can only understand this if you crazy. I'm not, fuck that. We come from shit, man. We ain't
exactly.
shit. If you made 24 million, you want to buy a diamond and put that shit on your forehead, put that shit on your fucking forehead.
Yo, I ain't going front. I don't know where you know what it is? When we was younger, we was getting tested, Joe. You know what I mean? I seen brothers get raw for sure. Even they sneakers. You know what I mean? Like cables, chains, and all that stuff like that. It's a different time now.
I was a sticker kid too. Like
right.
Like I was doing the foulest shit in the world too. That's why I'm always, you see.
That's how you think the way you think.
Know a criminal.
Right.
So you gotta know it's a certain, yo, bro. And it's a certain, I know everything, man. I ain't even gonna say that, yo.
No, I know, I already know, Joe. I already know you gotta go there.
But I mean, like, yo, everybody was getting robbed. It's different shit. You know, I got a story, right? We went, me and all the guards, right? So I live in Guardsville. So Forest Projects is Guardsville. For people that don't understand outside of New York or whatever, it wasn't no Bloods and Crips in New York. It was Positive Brothers who started the 5% Nation, and they was building and talking about the black man, and then it took, you know, but they knew how to pop off. They would pop off, right? And so one day they said, yo, the Bronx, we going down to they had a March of Dimes all the way in Battery Park. So when I tell you the APD was out, it was like the movie The Warriors, right?
Right.
So when I say the guards from Co-op City, Section 5, I mean, Patterson Projects, yo, I'm talking about every train coming from the Bronx going down the Battery was just flooded with hundreds of thousands of guys on the train. Like, so we was gonna go down there, and we're gonna do what we're gonna do. We're gonna mob out. The Bronx is out here. Well, I'm talking about, must have been at least 5,000 of us or some shit, like some crazy shit, right?
Right.
We all meet up. So we like the South Bronx, the South Bronx, and we mobbing through. And it was real loud. And then all of a sudden we get to this park. And because we forget that everybody got cousins in Brooklyn. Now, I know this now. Brooklyn is like 7 times bigger than the Bronx.
Right.
Somebody told them we was coming deep. Yo, bro, if we had 5,000, they had 15,000. All of a sudden, the South Bronx started getting a little lower.
Right.
Yo, shit. Yo.
He said start getting a little lower. Yeah.
It popped off so legend out there. We fought the Bronx against the Brooklyn. I mean, this shit was mad.
Wow.
It was the craziest shit in the world. Everywhere you look, dudes was running. They was beating up the hot dog man.
Wow.
Like, this shit was crazy out there. Like, yo, I mean, like, nuts. But
what year was that?
We used to do when we was young, man. It was, yo, bro. It was crazy out there, man.
It was real. Yo, wait. What was that? That was in the 80s, right?
That was in the 80s, bro.
Yeah.
In the 80s, and we went down there. We thought we was gonna be the deepest, and when we got there, it was like 5-1.
Right.
And it went down immediately. It wasn't even really nothing to talk about. It was like the first second we walked in the park, it just a whole riot. Everybody fighting each other like some crazy
that was a movie. Yeah, that's a movie. That's a movie right there.
Instantly, it didn't take much, and then
that's crazy,
Ghost, man. It's crazy. Yo, Ghost, I love you, my brother. Do you know when the new album's coming out?
I'm trying to go for the end of August. The end of August. Yeah, I got this energy drink coming out too called Hard Cream. Hard Cream. So yo, it's like them Red Bulls, but without the taurine. It's an energy drink though. But yo, it's gonna go places. It's going places
Red Bull
though.
Got taurine? Tell me, because I be drinking Red Bull, man. What's
I love Red Bull. I love Red Bull, especially when I throw it in my Tito's or something. But it's like it got taurine in there, because it already got caffeine and all the other stuff. But this one is all natural though. It's made by Hard Anheuser-Busch, is the distributor of it. You know what I mean? So, yo, yeah, it's
Yo,
gonna,
man, I
this
love
summer's
to
gonna,
see
it's gonna
that,
pop.
man. I love
Yeah,
to see
yeah, nah, it's all good.
entrepreneurship. You know what, Wu Wear, y'all was the first, I think y'all was the first rappers to have y'all real clothing line. Shout out to Nori. Nori's on the check in, my brother Nori.
Yeah, big NRE. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
NORE.
check.
Yo, you did Drink Champs yet, Ghost?
Nah, I didn't go up there. My man Vinny just put me on to it. I said, you know what? Let me do the drink first. Let me do the drink. And I told him like probably like August, like around August. I'll come check Nori. Yeah, I want to do that right there. I love Nori. He a real dude.
What we got to do is this, man. We got to keep encouraging everybody to be entrepreneurs, come up with their own brands, their own products. I want to see everybody rich.
That's
I
right.
want to see everybody rich. So I love when I hear shit like that. Even your man Cameron got some shit the hood is taking now.
I know, yeah.
Instead of the
pink joint.
he got the some pink.
He got the liquid, yeah, with the horse on. Yeah. Cam always coming with something. And he's pink, He got the pink job.
He got the pink jaw, the pink horsepower.
Yeah.
They out there in the hood. They moving it in the juice bars and all that. Listen, I'm all about entrepreneurship.
That's right now, but that's beautiful though, man, because it's that time right now. It's a lot of things going on, and we get distracted. And yo, we getting older, Joe. You know what I mean? Brothers is like, yo, brothers is, yo, God bless you to get to your 50s. Huh?
Raekwon is on the comments right now.
Shout out to Salah Chef Raekwon. Yeah.
That's my brother. I love Raekwon.
Yeah, I know. You know Come on, Joe. You go all the way back. You go all the way back to Scarface. Well, remember the barbershop.
You know Raekwon might be he's definitely top 3 of my friends in hip hop. Like as a brother, as a best friend. Nah, but yo, Ray fuck with you. Yo, he say he love you. Ray love you though, Joe. I love him to death.
On the real. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I love him to death. That's different. Yeah, Ray, we like, you know, I love everybody, but Ray and me is just
You know, he love you. Ray love you.
He come to the Bronx. We drive around Harlem. We you know, it's me and Ray. We got this special bond. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I already know. Yep. I know that.
I love you, Ghost. Thank you for
I love you back.
Pulling up, man.
I got you. Now, anytime. I appreciate it, man. Yo, keep doing what you're doing, Joe, because you out there, B. You know what I mean? And brothers love you, bro.
I love you too, my brother. All right. My love, man.
I got you, bro. All right, you too. All right, peace.
All right. Yo, man, the God Ghostface Killah, man. Woo! I should have threw the mask on with the spikes. Damn, man. What? I could talk to Ghostface all day, man. You know, Ghostface threw the fucking bird, Dade County Choppers. Your verse was good. He threw a eagle on his shit with the... Look, man, I do not care, guys. I do not care. Whatever makes you happy, if you want to be fly, you see me with the flamingo joint, I don't care. If it makes me happy, I'm doing it. Tony Touch, what's up, my brother? Raekwon, what's up? Nori, what's up? Michael Mad, what's up? Verse, what's up? The real ones is tuned in tonight. This is the biggest show in the game, and you don't know who I know. You don't know who I know. Damn. I'm about to retire. And Ghostface Killah popped up. Listen, man. Let your darkest moments bring you most clarity. If you're going through a hard time, your family, your friends, they don't stick by your side. They don't hold you down. They not the real ones. Don't expect them to hold you down the next time. You got to open your eyes and move on. They're not your real family and friends. Put God first. Have faith in God. Be righteous. Give back. Look out for people. Do what you got to do. But God is the biggest show in the game. I love y'all. See y'all Monday. Peace.